Hey everybody, I'm Kelsey. Welcome to my channel, Kelsey Creating, where I talk all things art, business, spirituality, and so much more. Today we'll be really bringing all of these topics together to talk about a risk that I've taken in my business recently. First, I'll speak on the courage to take the risk, and then on mastering the energy behind the risk to set myself up for success. I hope this video brings you courage to take on your own risks, both in career and in life. I was inspired to make this video because recently, I took a big leap of faith and did something for my business that I did not foresee doing. I opened a mini storefront. I knew of the opportunity some time ago, but I feared taking the leap and committing to it. At this store called The Painted Tree, there are many local artists and crafters who sell in various space sizes. Some people have a bookshelf space, where others rent out 30-foot sections. No matter the size, rent costs money every month, and just like most apartment leases, you have to commit to a full year. While this commitment felt nerve-wracking, I knew that everything in business is inherently risky. Running a business is risky. You spend money up front, commit your time, and even your pride gets involved because of how much goes into it. Overcoming the fear of such risks takes courage, and anything that requires courage comes with two considerations. Number 1, you might regret it if you don't go for it. And number 2, the universe gives you your desires for a reason. With those things and my constant goal to grow my business in mind, I finally went for it and hit the pay now button for my space a week or two after being accepted. I knew this was going to take me lots of time and energy, so I went all in for this first week I'll be showing you here throughout the video. One time while I was painting the wall, I was listening to music and just dancing the whole time. I'd heard this one particular song a million times in the last while, but this time I was in my flow and it was really hitting. It hit the hardest when it got to one part in the song, right before the last breakdown, where the voice audio says, and you might think, well, what if I fall? Well, what if you don't? What if you fly? It's been a long time since I've felt the sort of euphoria I felt when I heard those lines. I heard them so many times, but something about that moment, in my space, in the feeling I was already cultivating, was just different. I almost cried tears of joy as the feeling washed through my entire body. It was like I caught a glimpse of the future and my dreams had come to fruition. It was like I was already where I want to be. I think maybe I am. It's no coincidence that this feeling was cultivated in the same week that I was beginning to dive into manifestation again. It was truly divine timing that I was recommended a book on the topic and bought it right before opening my store. Many times throughout the last 4 years, I've studied manifestation. I've listened to many different people talk about it, all preaching different laws and bringing various perspectives to the concept. I know that manifestation is real because I've manifested things in my life before. But somehow I always find myself getting stuck in it because I feel guilty every single time I feel a negative thought or a blip of a negative feeling. Only now am I beginning to fully grasp the concept and allow myself to feel mere seconds or minutes of negative feeling without feeling guilt. I know that it's okay because I am typically on a higher frequency than those blips are, and also because I'm aware. I am present in my mind and body. It is only with such presence and awareness that I can cultivate the future I want because it is being created right now. This is the basis of manifestation, and it is something Dr. Joe Dispenza talks extensively about in his book that I'm currently reading, titled Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. While I cannot stand the clickbaity nature of the title, and I don't think it's necessary to consider yourself a completely different, wholly changed person who shares no resemblance to who you once were as you evolve, the contents of the book are much more fulfilling and interesting than the title makes it out to be. He talks in depth about the science behind the way we are and why we think or feel certain things. As we think consistent thoughts or feel the same feelings over and over again, the chemicals in our brain fire together and wire together, creating a memory system that feels comfortable repeating the same emotions and thoughts over and over and over again. This makes so much sense. Don't we all know someone who is perpetually the victim? That one guy who always seems to have something bad happen to him? Someone who is constantly negative? If we're unfamiliar with the concepts of manifestation and the power of our minds, we might chalk those people up to having bad luck. But there is one thing in common amongst those people. They talk about and give power to their negative circumstances all the time. If you're aware, you might have your own stories or observances that prove negative instances can be manifested by words or feelings. Once, my cousin said to me, "The human body is so feeble." And only the next day did he break his hip to the point of needing screws. He was only 21 years old. With all this proof that negative thoughts can manifest, isn't it true that positive ones can too? I definitely think it is. The knowledge from this book I'm reading and the culmination of my manifestation studies over the years is all really coming together. I'm helping myself shift my mind into one that manifests positive outcomes, but the best part of this mindset shift is not even the outcomes themselves. It's the fact that I can walk around happy and even just content, feeling positive emotion almost all the time, without any prompts from the outside world. Not only am I not needing the external world for emotional fuel, but I'm not reacting to it negatively. We cultivate our own energy, and we're in control of it. We are merely observers of our world. Truly, these words I just spoke bring so many spiritual concepts that I've learned over the years together. I'm so happy to be in this flow state of learning and practicing my spiritual concepts again. The connection to such healing and positive energy is exactly what I needed as I embark on this journey of being a business owner and running my shop. I know that on the path to success, I need to work hard for it, and I do. But I also need to master the energy behind what I want. Truly, these words I just spoke bring so many spiritual concepts that I've learned over the years together. I'm so happy to be in this flow state of learning and practicing my spiritual concepts again. The connection to such healing and positive energy is exactly what I needed as I embark on this journey of being a business owner and running my shop. I know that on the path to success, I need to work hard for it, and I do. But I also need to master the energy behind what I want. I need to step into the person that has the life I desire. And honestly, I already have it. I never would have imagined myself, even some months ago, being the person that had their art and related goods in a storefront. I would have thought that was just the coolest thing ever. Now that I'm in it, it can be easy to feel like this is normal. Like this is just the next step in my business, and like it's not that hard to do what I'm doing. I know there are so many more levels to reach on this path. I know there is more art to make, more followers to be gained, more consistent sales to be had, and so on. But for now, I will allow myself to sit in the gratitude of the present moment and the prospect of my future. I will revel in all I've done so far and dream of what is yet to come. Everything is always evolving, even as people are constant works in progress. My business, my art, and my little booth, they all are too works in progress. I hope you give yourself the grace to appreciate how far you've already come, to be exactly where you are, and to dream positively of your future. But remember, you don't need that future to be the person you want to be. That person is already a part of you. I'm sending so much love your way as you take on your own courageous risks. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a peaceful rest of your night, week, and life. See you next time.